I am Yusef, Bunchy Shakur, and you're watching OurTruthTV.
Psychologically performing surgery on neurocircuitries. Lesion your amygdala and watch all the emotion cease. Mentally, I'm 50 Hercules. Marvin Gaye can't even mercy me. What's going on with all the fishy business? Mercury.
Detroit's native son, Yusef Bunchy Shakur, visited Rochester with the intent to shed light on the cultural gap between Rochester City School District teachers and students.
Defining what education is. Educating the whole human person, as well as looking at the whole human experience of that individual. Too many of our administrators and teachers are just taught one way: math, science, social studies. You come to school on time. You need to wear the dress code. They go about the book, but not looking at. I ain't ate in 2 days. I ain't seen my daddy all my life. Other factors that's preventing this child. Or my friends are teasing me. I got to duck and dodge because this gang trying to recruit me. I mean, all these things that's going on. So how do we bring these things to the forefront, so, as well as holding administrators accountable?
His personal experiences help navigate the conversation, for he sees himself in each student he encountered, which armed him with the tools necessary to tap into the psyche of the teachers.
By the age 13, I had been kicked out of every Detroit public school I ever went to. By the age 15, my mother had made me a ward of the state. By the age 17, I tried to kill myself. By the age 18, I was on my way to prison for a crime I didn't do. By the age 20, I met my father in prison for the first time. And that relationship that we developed in prison had a tremendous impact on me transforming and redeeming my life. While in prison, I got my GED. Since I've been home, I've earned a college degree, written a couple books, do a lot of community work. But I think what was missing then and what's missing now is some transparent teaching. What do I mean by transparent teaching? No one ever really helped me draw the dots to the society that I was living in. Many of us have fast forwarded to the point that we think that everything's good. Racism is fine. I mean, especially now, we elected Barack Obama. We won. We okay. But socially and economically and politically, have we really won? One of the most significant things that has happened in my life, I've been fortunate enough to go and speak to a large white audience. And speaking in front of a large white audience around these same issues, it helped educate me that alcoholism, prison, single mothers, fathers, not just black problems. These are human problems.
An author of several books, the work he's done nationally earned him a seat to sit at the round table and offers expertise to enhance the lives of those who have a lesser understanding to the population they are serving.
All my titles of my books are The Window to My Soul Looks Back, The Redemptive Soul, What's Consistent, I'm Coming From My Soul. So when you come from your soul, you're coming from a place that allows other folks to look within their soul. So again, when we exist on, and it sounds spiritual, but as African black people, we're spiritual people by nature, and we've gotten away from that. But in the real context of being brotherly, being sisterly, but also being human, but being able to expose my dirty laundry, and allowing you to see your dirty laundry, allows us to clean each other up to progress as human beings.
Bunchy Shakur is no stranger to adversity. His life story is an ongoing transformative process. School Board Commissioner Mary Adams invited Mr. Shakur to Rochester because she sees the value he brings to the conversation.
I think it goes without saying that the work that he does in the classroom with our students is amazing, incredible, transformative work for especially the young black men that he interacts with. But in general, in the school district, the connection with students is invaluable. What I would really like to see is an emphasis on Yusef's scholarship and his knowledge, the broad spectrum that he has to offer for our staff, as well as for connecting with our students. And sharing that knowledge is the next frontier that I would like to see develop in our ongoing relationship and the work that he's doing here.
Redemption has become part of the nucleus for the motivation of Bunchy's activist spirit. He explains why redemption is indeed an ongoing process.
When I look at the genocide acts that I committed in my community, I'll forever ask forgiveness of my community. I don't let it wear over my head, because in reality there's some folks, some things I've done that probably will never forgive me. But again, when you look at me and what I've done over the last 20 plus years, you see a redeemed man. You see a man that's continuing to grow in his redemption. Who am I to not forgive when I'm asking forgiveness? In the sense of, I've never murdered no one, but I've beaten somebody like they felt they got killed. And so again, it's a trade-off. And so for me to find forgiveness, I have to be able to forgive.
Freedom fighter, revolutionary, change agent, and warrior, Yusef Bunchy Shakur has become a pivotal piece in the liberation movement. To get to know more about this dynamic individual, feel free to purchase one of his books or visit him at his website, yusefshakur.org. I am Amin Patah, and this is OurTruthTV.
We all got so much in common, yet we fight over commons. Scramble for scraps inside a habitat that's nutty like almonds. Instead of bonding, we remain in psychological bondage. I have allergies and hatred is the symbol of pollen. Religious wars, one side is Christian, one Islamic, one is all knowledge. But we fall victim to the toxins in the garbage straight away from the shamans. Once wealth resided in the self, now it exists inside a diamond or a watch or a chain. But what about your brain? Blood is red when it hits the air, but it's blue inside your veins. So that make blood and crip one and the same. But a sick society produce abnormalities, and these are gangs. And they bang, let them things rain on each other till some brains hang and some sad songs sing and pass on pain. Add more fuel to the flame, and we burn till we never more. The pattern is insane.